My name is Nizaar Gamieldien. I'm 49 years old and I was diagnosed with CML in 2015, which is Chronic Myeloid Leukemia in the accelerated form. Before my diagnosis, I lived a pretty normal life. I could do a lot of things. I could travel, I could climb mountains, I could swim. I had a very active lifestyle. I played sport. When CML entered my life, everything changed. The symptoms was tiredness. I was completely run down, and I started losing some weight. But I kind of ignored it at the time because it was year end. The type of work that I was doing, I thought it was just a long year. So I ignored it till about January, and I went to visit my GP. That's when he did an examination, and he found the biggest symptom which I had, which was the enlargement of my spleen to 27 centimeters. When I was sitting in the doctor's room and the doctor told me, look, you have leukemia, the idea wasn't scary or daunting at that stage because I didn't know much about leukemia. He didn't use the word cancer. I think if he had to use the word cancer, I think I would have been more scared. But he used the term leukemia. I didn't know much about it, and I asked him about it. I asked him, what is it about? What is the diagnosis? What is the lifespan? How long will I live? Basically, he told me of the patients that he has diagnosed in his rooms as a GP, I was the third one. 2 have not made it. They passed away, which didn't give me much hope. But yeah, at that stage, it was very scary. I go home. It was a different day to the normal day because I had spent most of the day doing blood tests and scans. So my normal day is I pick up my wife and then we go home, pick up the daughter. So this day we first went to our in-laws and I had this playing on my mind. I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you. I need to tell you something. And it's choking me. And she's having fun. She's talking to her dad and she's talking to her mom. And everybody in the lounge is having fun. And I'm like, I need to go home. I need to talk to you. I got something I need to tell you. And we came home and I sat on the couch, and my mom lives with us, but my mom lives in a separate entrance. So at that time when I told her, I've got the big C, I've got cancer, she broke down, I broke down. And then my mom walked in and was like, what's going on? And we told her, look, I've just been diagnosed with cancer. My mom broke down because my dad passed away when I was 15 years old with cancer. And later on, I went to my daughter. My daughter then was about 8 years old, and I put my head on her. She told me this morning. She can remember that day clearly. I put my head on her lap and I started crying, and the only thing I said to her was, Daddy's very sick.
I wouldn't say I wasn't shocked immediately, but I was watching him tell me was the hardest thing because he's a very strong man. He doesn't really show much emotion, and then just watching him tell me was the hardest thing because I'd never seen him in that kind of emotional state before.
My treatment was very bad in the beginning. It was, they put you on a certain drug that kills off all your bad cells. My nails, I remember, it's like somebody took a hammer and hit each nail. Each one was blue. And as it grew, you could see how it moved. But that was the worst part. I couldn't eat any takeaway food. It would just come up again. I was a toilet hugger. I had no energy. I slept a lot. That's what I remember. I was always tired. I came home from work, slept. We would go out for the day, come home, sleep. I slept a lot. I've been through 3 failed trials with chemotherapy. My first trial caused colitis, which is inflammation of the colon. I was taken off that. I moved to another trial, not the trial drug, but it's the government issued drug for about 2.5 years, which was very successful. That actually put me in remission. And I then developed an unstable angina. I have 5 stents in my heart because one of the side effects of using that particular chemotherapy is the narrowing of the arteries in the heart. So I've had a few angiograms, some balloons, but mostly stents. They then moved me. My case got presented in Italy by my hematologist, and it was recommended by a group of doctors there to lower the dosage of one of my chemo drugs, which I'm still currently on. Lower the dosage, and it seems to be working. However, I still have colitis because it's the same drug that I used initially. I've also developed a condition called CMV. It's a very long name. I don't know, a cyto something virus. It's constant bleeding of the colon. So I go to the loo and experience a hemorrhage, if you could say so, yeah, at any point in time, for no apparent reason, anything, anytime. I have now also developed heart failure, swelling of the lower legs, swelling of the chest. So I'm on water tablets, going half the day. I start my medication early in the morning at about 8:30 when I go to work. I can't schedule any appointments at work for that morning or for that day till about 1-ish, because I constantly have to go to the bathroom. I was admitted last year, September, and my heart stopped completely. I flatlined. I had to be resuscitated. Till today, my hematologist can't look me in the face. He can't tell me what happened. Yeah, it was a tough. I went to see a psychologist because of the trauma. She diagnosed it as post-traumatic stress disorder. Since that day and that incident, it was like a complete reboot of my system. Everything that I liked and enjoyed, and I used to enjoy cooking, I used to enjoy eating certain foods, I just don't have. In Afrikaans they say lus. You don't have lust for it. I've lost my appetite for life since that. And that is a very sad thing for my family and I. I don't feel like going out. I just stay home. My wife made some sense of it the other day because she spoke to her counselor about it and said that it's a safe place for me because of what I've been through. So it's been a tough journey. It's about information. You need to prepare that patient with possibilities. I know it's scary, but possibilities that, you know what, you're going to go through a road, you're going on a journey, and it's going to, the side effects is more challenging than the actual illness. That's what nobody tells you, because you don't expect that. Side effects. You're going for treatment, you're taking your drugs, it's in control, you see, and you're going for your 3 months checkups, but nobody tells you like your body is going to change, things are going to happen, and because you're putting these things into your system, these are the things that's going to happen, and you're going to put a plaster on that, And this is going to happen because it's all a chain reaction. I am in this position because I started with, but it's a difficult decision. And somebody should tell you, because it's like a catch-22. If I don't do that, I would have ended up possibly not being here today. However, I decided to take this route and go down this road. However, it comes with its challenges. And the challenges are actually more difficult than the actual initial illness.